As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. The mind that engages in subjects of too great variety becomes confused and weakened. Many have made a trade of delusions and false miracles, deceiving the stupid multitudes. The worst evil which can befall the artist is that his work should appear good in his own eyes. To develop a complete mind, study the science of art, study the art of science, learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. As every divided kingdom falls, so every mind divided between many studies confounds and saps itself. Anyone who conducts an argument by appealing to authority is not using his intelligence, he is just using his memory. He who wishes to be rich within a day will be hanged within a year. Why does the eye see more clearly when asleep than the imagination when awake? He who loves practice without theory is like the sailor who boards ship without a rudder and compass and never knows where he may cast. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed, and the first of that which comes, so with present time. A poet knows he has achieved perfection, not when there is nothing left to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. Art is the queen of all sciences, communicating knowledge to all the generations of the world. Learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. I have offended God and mankind because my work didn't reach the quality it should have. The time will come when men such as I will look upon the murder of animals as they now look on the murder of men. Iron rusts from disuse, stagnant water loses its purity, and in cold weather becomes frozen, even so does inaction sap the vigors of the mind. All sciences are vain and full of errors that are not born of experience, the mother of all knowledge. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. Study without desire spoils the memory, and it retains nothing that it takes in. Once you have tasted flight, you will forever walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward, for there you have been, and there you will always long to return. A painter should begin every canvas with a wash of black, because all things in nature are dark except where exposed by the light. Painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt, and poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. Experience does not err, only your judgments err, by expecting from her what is not in her power. Obstacles cannot crush me. Every obstacle yields to stern resolve. He who is fixed to a star does not change his mind. It is an acknowledged fact that we perceive errors in the work of others more readily than in our own. The eye which turns from a white object in the light of the sun and goes into a less fully lighted place will see everything as dark. Those who, in debate, appeal to their qualifications, argue from memory, not from understanding.